Hi, thank you for watching Dig Into China. I'm Dong Shang. If you have not done so already, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much. During the 1990s, particularly between 1997 and 2003, a significant wave of layoffs hit Chinese state-owned enterprises. This period saw extensive reforms in China's state-owned sector, with many companies experiencing severe losses and poor performance, leading to a considerable number of workers being laid off or facing job adjustments. This phenomenon became known as the downsizing wave in Chinese state-owned enterprises. The core of the downsizing wave in China lies in the low efficiency and unsustainable operations of state-owned enterprises. Despite having abundant market policy and government resources, many state-owned enterprises are struggling to survive. As a result, there is a push to involve private enterprises in restructuring these non-viable state-owned enterprises through closure, mergers, transformations, and optimization measures. From the era of downsizing wave until the present, the fundamental problem that caused all state-owned enterprises to struggle is the issue of absent ownership. The question remains, who will assume the leadership and the responsibility? If I put in tremendous effort to make the state-owned enterprises successful, who will I be serving as its CEO and chairman? This dilemma is known as the problem of absent ownership. Has it been effectively addressed or not? The ownership of state-owned enterprises in China remains ambiguous. Do they belong to the Chinese Communist Party, the entire society, or does the general public have a sense of ownership? Alternatively, is it just the chairman of these state-owned enterprises who claims ownership? The question of whom one is working so hard for and pushing oneself to the limit remains answered. The problem of absent ownership persists, and it has only been elevated to a higher commercial level without a definitive resolution to date. In the past, China's business operated within an agricultural civilization's commercial system. In this system, consumers and businesses were distinct entities, with consumers purchasing products from businesses and the businesses utilizing the consumers' funds for production. For instance, consumers bought bicycles and the businesses used the proceeds to manufacture bicycles. However, the problem of absent ownership hindered the market understanding and the research. As a result, businesses solely focused on production without taking market scale into account. Regardless of their performance, they had no sense of responsibility or ownership, leading to losses and challenges for state-owned enterprises. Until today, the Chinese Communist Party's state-owned enterprises reform has centered on transitioning from an agricultural to an industrial civilization. State-owned enterprises have gleaned valuable insights from private enterprises, adopting their business models to ensure profitability through consumer sales of products like bicycles. Moreover, they have recognized the importance of capital markets in enhancing the equality value of the enterprise. By embracing lessons from private enterprises, state-owned companies aim to maximize their equity and financial worth through the seamless integration of the real economy with the financial market. In China, state-owned enterprises hold a monopoly advantage in the capital market, a privilege not accessible to private or foreign-owned companies. As a result, they have established their own monetary market, comprising credit, bonds, funds, and the capital market, incorporating financing options like a trust, venture capital, and the listings. However, the core problem of absent ownership, inadequate operational and managerial capabilities, and persistently low internal operational efficiency and profit margins have yet to be resolved or properly addressed. If China's state-owned enterprises were to focus solely on the real economy and remove their financial attributes, they would likely incur significant losses because the fundamental issues such as absent ownership remain unresolved. Unfortunately, Xi Jinping and his close allies lack a deep understanding of the economy, and the experts and the scholars around them tend to tailor their advice to please him. This has led Xi Jinping to believe that the state-owned enterprises can thrive independently without relying on private enterprises or foreign investment. However, he seems unaware that the state-owned enterprises lack core competitiveness, similar to the time before the wave of mass layoffs. When the market and finance face downturns, the income and the profits derived from the reliance on the virtual economy would come to a halt. Moreover, the virtual economy is prone to crashing faster than it rises, and the state-owned enterprises could face comprehensive losses. We will have to wait and see how state-owned enterprises perform this year. Xi Jinping lacks an understanding that the state-owned enterprises' apparent profitability is not based on genuine success, but rather on an investment-driven model that stimulates the economy within the market. This leads to the financial market generating seemingly endless profit and returns that were not originally inherent. Furthermore, state-owned enterprises in China benefit from substantial competitive advantages, accessing loans and capitals they shouldn't have. This lack of comprehension is evident in his approach. Previously, I couldn't comprehend why, despite the evident flaws in the Chinese Communist Party's system and the ignorance among its members, they remained oblivious to the glaring political and economic issues. These problems are so unmistakable that they cannot be ignored, yet somehow they remain unnoticed. China's ascent to prominence goes beyond its economy. True respect from the world is not solely achieved through wealth. Instead, it hinges on a country's admired spirit and culture. Despite China's emphasis on economic growth, money alone cannot secure global admiration. These crucial points were brought up in previous government meetings but regrettably fell on deaf ears, receiving little attention or consideration. The glaring core flaw of this state-owned enterprise is evident. During the early days of reform and opening up, when a wave of layoffs occurred, experts and scholars extensively discussed the critical issue of resolving the problem of absent ownership in state-owned enterprises. However, the consensus was that it couldn't be solved. Surprisingly, today, this issue goes unnoticed and unaddressed. Despite past discussions, it seems that nobody cares or even acknowledges it anymore. Capable leaders in the Chinese Communist Party should prioritize practical matters, starting with recognizing and understanding the essence of the problems before deciding whether to address them or not. The current business model in China heavily relies on overdrawn and overexploited resources, which will eventually deplete future prospects. Can they see or comprehend the implications of this economic model? Unless this issue is resolved, the model is bound to fail. Sadly, these questions no longer receive attention in the present. The current challenge lies not in the absence of capable individuals, but in the inherent nature of the Chinese Communist Party that hinders the survival of competent individuals. Even if there are talented and capable people, they struggle to thrive. In the initial stages of the 40-year reform and opening up, some capable individuals may have survived, but today, such individuals are virtually non-existent. Those who remain within the CCP and hold influence are merely flatterers, blind to the problems and incapable of resolving them. The entire system suffers from a lack of talent. When a party is dominated by flattery, including its leaders and the cadres trained in party schools, and ignorance abounds, redemption becomes near impossible. The future development of China's business is a matter for everyone to contemplate. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment and subscribe to my channel. Just click the subscribe button right here. I'll see you again shortly. Until then, be well.